Hey guys, welcome back to the channel here. Today I am working on a project that is not for our farm today. As you guys know, we recently got sheep, and part of that trade for puppies and sheep and goats and everything was we needed to we're gonna build a duck house for the person we got the sheep from, so that they can have a house for their ducks. And I figured that's not too difficult of a project. So that's what I'm going to be working on right now, and hopefully it should come together pretty quickly. We're going to have it's going to be just a little A-frame with some metal roofing on it, and we're going to make a door in the front for the ducks to go in, and then we'll have a couple double doors on the back for being able to get in there and clean out things really easy. So it should be a fun little project. I'm going to go ahead and trim off the linoleum here and get stapling down the next section here so that I can cut it off, and then I'll be able to start making cuts for the rafters and making that A-frame. So we got the sub-staple down. I've got the triangles cut over here, which Gloria is applying the waterproof, the stain and sealer. It's a nice white color. And we'll be doing those, and then I use those to make my templates for my roof rafters going along the side here. What I did was, now that I got my angles cut for the outside edge here, I can lay my boards, I can make those cuts, lay my boards on here, and then you can see the chalk line right there in the middle. That's right at 2 feet, because this is 4 feet wide. And that's going to allow me to lay the boards down. I can get the center cut exactly, line it up with the chalk line. I can make my mark for where a roof peak cut, and have all my angles correct, and it'll fit together perfectly. So,
well, I hope it doesn't need 2 coats of paint, but really, one is the front, one is the back. One will have the front will have a door that opens out and will then be a ramp, and then we'll have a little window, and then the back will have a door that opens up so that it can be cleaned out if ever. But yeah, look at that, white triangles. It's amazing. Anyway, I'm gonna give you back to Edward because there's no sense in watching paint dry. Getting it?
just gotta line it up there.
What you doing, Pumpkin? You tired from chasing the ball? I like Maddie's plan.
So
Maddie has a better plan.
You line it up right there, right? So you take this.
Oh, I see.
And line it up with your chalk line.
Whoa.
Make it official.
Yeah. looks almost offline.
Do you mind? You're getting in the way here.
I think it's my cues, friends. He just builds better when I'm not around.
Huh?
Build better. Build duck houses better, Mr. Ballery. Okay. I'm gonna interrupt this program with something beautiful and much more, or I should say, much less spicy. He's feeling kind of spicy today. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys something that's, well, beautiful. I need to work in my garden of hope, but it's been like 100 degrees or almost. And I'm not interested in doing yard work or garden work of any kind when it's so freaking cold. Something has been got. Look at the trail of feathers. Honey, we're missing a chicken. He doesn't hear me. I'm gonna have to tell him. Oh, that's not good. All right. But anyway, back to the beautiful. I don't know what chicken we're missing, but we are missing one and it doesn't look good. Look at that. Isn't she glorious? Look at the beautiful blossoms. Just the gold and the red. Fluorescent. Look at this one, has white in it as well. Oh, tremendous beauty. Oh my goodness. Anyway, we're down a chicken. I'm not sure what happened. Whoa, my camera's loose. I'm not sure what happened, and I don't even think we noticed, which could be bad. I don't know what chicken got. 4, 5, I wouldn't know. Shoot, we have a lot of chickens and I don't know. Oh, I'll have to tell Edward. Yeah, so I think we have a chicken that got.
Why?
Come here, I want to show you something. See the trail of feathers?
Yeah.
This is a fox trail.
Think so?
Oh yeah.
I don't know what chicken would have been. No, there were no chickens out last night.
Obviously there was.
Unless.
This is a fox trail. And done. Gone. Nothing. The trail of feathers.
Maybe they came out after dark before I got home.
Maybe. But I went in there and I don't know which one it was. It was one of the gray ones though. This is anyway, it comes this way. And I'm wondering if it was out here. Here's some.
You're sure it's not Little Debbie's? She's the one that
Little Debbie's in there. That was quite a distraction from building the duck house. Honey, stay on task.
I would if you weren't out here.
Okay. All right. Here.
All right. So now that we've removed the distractions from the job site, we can get back to work.
So I was just in the garden. Okay, so on the 25th is one of my son's birthdays in heaven, because everybody knows I have, well, if you've been following along with us on our channel, you know that we have 8 children in heaven. So anyway, my roses in the Garden of Hope bloomed on my son Peter's birthday. I know, very cool.
doing her part. She's chewing on the 2x4 chunk.
Did you get a scrap of wood? Yes, ma'am.
Oh, the life of a Great Dane. Yeah, there should be staples in there. I got these
Good.
nice black hinges.
That will actually stand the test of time.
Well, I was thinking they will match the...
The planter box. I gotta get a little thing of tint. When I get my sewing room set up, I'm gonna have a lock on the door so that nobody can take my sewing scissors and use it for farming stuff.
Are those your sewing
Yes.
scissors? What are they doing out here?
Because they keep getting used for feed bags.
I'm not using those for feed bags. If they're sewing scissors, I don't want
Every
them.
single pair of scissors that you have in there for feed bags were once sewing scissors.
I'm sure, but those orange ones are not sewing scissors now. So if you brought out your own sewing scissors to do farm stuff, that's on you. I will not be blamed.
It's getting dark. It's getting dark. We're learning how to build stuff.
Beautiful.
So this goes right in there.
So, all right, guys, welcome back to the channel here. We are out here, at least I am anyway, working on the last parts of the duck house here. As you can see, we have it set up on the table here. We've got the front and the back doors already put on, and right now you can kind of see it's actually on its side here. The top is right over here. But what I've got to do right now is attach the support frames for the handles here. So these handles are going to go like so along the bottom here, and as you can see, those will be the handles for the, basically we'll have this rod here on the end that'll go between the two bars so you have something to hold on to, and then that way it'll make, and then once we add the wheels on here, and then the wheels will attach basically like this, and we'll have two hole straps going all the way down here to hold those in place and move that, and then we'll attach some legs along the front here, and then have a piece in between. So all of our handle supports screwed in. We can go ahead and trim down our handle length, and then we'll go ahead and attach those, and we'll be ready to put on some wheels. Well, that takes care of the lifter arms. Now we'll go ahead and put on the wheels. For the wheels, we're using 3/4 inch all thread, basically, and I've marked it about 6 inches, so I want 6 inches to be sticking out from the side here. And that way the wheel can stand off a little bit away from the edge here, and that'll give an opportunity for our roof, our metal roofing, to come down lower than the wheel, so that it goes past the bottom of the floor here, and keeps the water and rain running away from the duck house and not going right into the floor there. So we'll go ahead and get these set. Both wheels straps on there. We'll go ahead and grab our nuts and washers and the wheels, and we can go ahead and put those on. We'll set our depth for the wheel, probably somewhere in here, right there, and then we'll go ahead and put the wheels on and secure them, and I think this thing will be ready to actually flip right side up, and we'll go ahead and start adding roofing panels. All right, well, that takes care of both wheels. So we've got our support legs cut. All right, get those in place. And we'll go ahead and attach those, and this thing will be ready to be flipped over and mobile. Alright, so we are ready for roofing. I went ahead and took a measurement there, and it looks like we need about 57 inches to give us a couple inches of overhang at the bottom there. and that way it'll meet right up at the top where the ridge cap's going. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. I've got this first one marked, I'll cut it, and then I'll use that as a template for my next ones. All right, so that first one, perfect.
Outside of putting the handle in, Edward's gonna put a lantern on it, and we gotta wash it. Once that's done, the duck house is built. So this is a door to clean out the duck house on the back, and it should be light enough for a woman to move. So. Pretty stoked. The Conan Tassel's first duck house, custom build. So super cute. There's gonna be a little flower basket that goes right there with some fake flowers, and then the rail. So it's a little bit tacky, but it goes like that. And then it will have some little flowers in it. It's super cute. Oh my word. Good morning or afternoon, my friends. So I wanted to show you guys the finished duck house for my friend. So basically the deal is we traded a couple puppies and a duck house for our first flock of sheep and goats. So we felt like it was a really good trade. So I want to show you guys the duck house. And I'll have to ask Edward if he has the specs on how much it costs. There are a few things that we already had that we didn't have to actually go out and buy. So of course that will impact the overall cost. But I'll ask him. And if he knows, I'll put it in maybe the description or something. But anyway, let's see this beautiful duck house. Isn't this adorable A-frame duck house? Just, well, I already said it was adorable, but it's super adorable. Pretty lightweight, has linoleum flooring. I don't know that you can tell. We put a solar light on it, and then of course a little fake flower pot to go underneath the window. It has ventilation all the way through and an easy access back hatch. Bring it around. Right there. It closes with the latch. You can open it up and clean it out if you want to. There's no nesting boxes because my friend who asked us to make this for her, she didn't care if there were nesting boxes at all. Isn't this totally adorable. I think we can make it again. So here we have a metal bar. We just drilled it in. The braces go 3/4 of the way through the length, so you can pick it up. It's nice and sturdy. Linoleum flooring for easy clean. And then it has the nice big wheels. So super happy. The tin roof is dirty, but that's just because it has some grass on it. Grass clippings, but isn't she just cute? I think my friend is just really gonna love it. Yeah. Anyway, I just really love this. I think it's adorable, it's charming. It's perfect for a duck house. I mean, can you just imagine some little ducks running in and out of there? That little door. Yeah, it's pretty light, easy to lift. Here, I'll show you guys. I'll lift it up here. So, you go and move it. You just close the door. Latch it. Like that. And just pick it up. And it's easy movable. Back and forth. One hand. Super easy. I told Edward that I want him to make me one like that. But if it were me, I would have multiple of those. Maybe when we put our, well, I can't tell you guys about that. That's for another day. But maybe we'll have to have several. Anyway, I'll try to get the overall cost for that from Edward at an approximation, because we did have some things that normally would have drove up the cost already on hand. But I think there were some 2x4s, 2x3s, wheels, of course screws, and some weather sealant paint, and then, you know, some decoration type stuff. And then we had things like, we had the roofing, we had the linoleum, had the flowers. I made the flower box. We had the 4x4 pressure treated legs. We had the metal rod that went in there for the handle. So some of the stuff we had, you know, so I don't know how much that would impact, but overall in all, that duck house is cute. All right, thank you so much for watching our YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and share our channel with your friends. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.